Space, the final frontier. These are the stories of Grimoire Ray. Oh bloody hell, there isn't even a lore V.
The devil is that?
Well, hi. Hello. Yes, it's me. Just what you were always expecting and hoping for, right? No. Hold on. You were expecting a lore video. Yes, you were. You were expecting a lore video. One of those amazing things with art and direction and storyboarded by so-and-so and with amazing voice cast of other YouTubers, of course. But, no. I'm sorry to say I'm too broke, but that's all. What you get is this scuffed thing. Me. Great ball of fur, that is me. Oh, no. Don't go yet. So, I can't afford a lore video. I can't afford the really amazing music and the art direction, but what I can afford is me. Yeah, me. Hold on. Okay, just hold on. Space. The final frontier. This is the story of a big black entity that came upon this land only because it really couldn't not be here. Mostly because it didn't even know why it came to existence. This great entity, well, you could call it great, because everyone feared it. Everyone, meaning all sentient life. However, there was one caveat. The sentient being was utterly bored and couldn't figure out why the heck everything feared it, nor why it was just for some reason attached and tethered to this stupid planet. Yeah, the very one that you're in. Yup. However, as time went on and sentient life continued to evolve, whatever hope there was within that entity that all sentient life may one day perish and free it of this very annoying existence never came to be. I know, it's so sad. But then, over the course of some undue and forgotten time, as it were, there was, well, nothing to do but wonder what else there was to do out there. Sure.
Not good enough, damn it! Not good enough!
Sure, there was plenty of amazing adventurers who would dare to oppose the great evil that doth riddle the sky or wherever. Really though, no, they all failed. They all just failed. I mean, come on, black holes. Oh, however, in the end, there was one thing, one flimsy thing that did give this entity great hope, and it was found in the suburbs of the now United States. The middle of somewhere in that continent, bleh. But then there was something, finally something, to interest this entity. It was the most beautiful thing ever, you know. And it was the smell of amazing food. Yeah, food. There was a glorious scent, a glorious aroma that wafted through the skies, and the entity took a whiff and realized that it was not the same shit. Not the same crap, and definitely not the same blood that they've been smelling. Instead, this was something else. This was something that was partaken en masse by the denizens of this world. So, well, the entity decided to take part in it too, and had some food. Amazing food. But the food was only the beginning. From then on, the entity showed itself more to the denizens, who turned their fear into friendship? No, not really. They still feared. There were still tentacles. But, hey, you know, now they could at least placate the great evil with some food, which is good. And then again, was the great evil really great evil? Yeah, I'm asking you because I don't, yeah. All right, well, that's enough of that. For centuries had gone by, eons, millennia, and the form that was just a monstrous blob, monstrous big thing in the black sky, ended up looking more and more human. Yeah. And then eventually, as of today, it looked even more human.
What do your sensors indicate?
Nothing, sir.
Nothing. Mr. Data, you must mean that it's empty of matter. There's always some energy form at work.
Sir, our sensors are showing this to be the absence of everything. It is a void without matter or energy of any kind.
Yet this hole has a form. Data has height, width.
Perhaps. Perhaps not, sir.
It's hardly a scientific observation, Commander.
Captain, the most elementary and valuable statement in science, the beginning of wisdom, is, I do not know. I do not know what that is, sir.